Welcome, Fahim, to Insurtech Insights. Could you briefly introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about you?
Hey, thank you. I'm really excited to be here. I'm Fahim Shakeel. I head the insurance division in Damco Solutions. We are based out of New Jersey, Plainsboro. We have been in business for 30 years, helping insurance companies globally. We have worked with more than 90 plus customers, delivered more than 200 solutions across. We are not new to providing solutions, and my role has been majorly finding the right solutions for the industry, for the carriers, the MGAs, the brokers that we work with. And it's really exciting to be here, to be part of this whole conference.
Well, it's lovely to hear, and likewise, welcome again. So I would actually jump straight in, and I would ask you about the industry, obviously, so the insurance industry. How does, in your opinion, Damco see the insurance industry evolving digitally, especially carriers balance legacy systems, customer expectations, and AI adoption?
I believe insurance industry is at a genuine inflection point where the legacy infrastructure and the tussle between the expectation to modernize is very, very real. And it's not gonna go away on its own. So I'm sure everybody of us are playing their role in making sure that we find the right solutions for the modernization. But of course, the automation, AI, and everything is helping in that course. And industry solutions have most of the insurers which are using are 15 to 20 years old, and they were not built for the unification of data or AI intelligence or having a self-service enablement for the customers. So that is where the real struggle is. And what I've also found is that many years people have been trying to replace everything. But what I've also learned is that people who are more successful are not the ones who are trying to replace everything, are the ones who are trying to find the key problem areas and working on those friction elements between the workflows. The rip away has always not worked. It's more about adding a layer of orchestration, which is enabling analytics, AI, and digital transformation. I think that has been the most successful story across carriers, MGAs, and brokers. So they're not the ones who are chasing to replace everything. They have been wise about what to pick up first and modernize that. So that has been my read about this industry.
What are the biggest operational bottlenecks that insurers still face today across underwriting, claims, policy serving, and distribution?
So far, so many different engagements that we have had in the last 30 years. And if we just look at the root causes, so what I have found out is that the two main causes, it has always been the fragmented data and the manual handoffs. Those have been the biggest root causes that are there. And if we hear so many different stories, different challenges, but if you look at the bottom of it, these are the two main culprits which are pulling the insurers or the carriers down. Underwriters, they are making decisions without having all the inputs. So they are always looking for more information and not in time. So that is delaying their decision. And claims adjusters are trying to chase the documents, vetting whatever they have received. So it's just like that continuous vicious cycle. And agents, they do not have enough information for the next step. So they are being and they do not have enough technology enablement to make the changes to the product the way they want to sell. So all of this is pulling the industry down. And somewhere with the digital transformation and AI adoption, these things can be easily taken away because these are not people problem. These are actually technology problem. People are there, the intent is there. And what we have seen is the moment you enable the people through technology, all of these metrics, they go up, like underwriting speed go up by 70%. So it's an industry standard now. The claims fraud indicator accuracy is almost 90% touching now. The distribution channels, they are able to sell more because they are able to take decisions right then and there. So I think the way we all are striving is to make them more enabled through technology. I think that is the way forward.
I think when you were mentioning AI, I think I'd love to dive deeper into that because, of course, we all know it's the topic of the conference of the year, and it has been for the past couple of years, and I'm sure it'll be for the next few to come. So when it comes to AI, where do you see it creating real business value in insurance today beyond experimentation and pilot projects?
Yeah, and it's a topic of our lifetime, isn't it? The AI, because I think we will be the generation who will be remembered for bringing AI into the world. So yeah, for insurance, I think wherever AI is not sitting into the system, where AI is not part of the decision making, if all of those projects they fail, they do not conceptualize more than from a pilot to a production stage, because nobody wants to use another system because they're already using so many systems. If you give AI as an add-on, then it's something that you are asking them or people to do extra, and many a times we see that they don't want to do that, and carriers know what they want. It's just as that they are being pulled down by the complexity of integrations, the load of change management. That is where they are not able to implement end-to-end AI. So what is the ideal way to get it done is when you actually put AI into the workflows, deep-rooted, deep-seated. So an underwriter, when he is opening a file, so the appetite, the risk scoring is already there. Whenever a claims supervisor is opening a file, they already see the fraud indicators up there. So they are not waiting for workflow to initiate, or they don't have to engage another workflow to get them those data. So any place where AI is deep-rooted, is helping the intelligence, that is where we are seeing the most success. And Damco also is trying to take the lead, because we are trying to meet insurers where they are. So we are not trying to force anything on them. So a lot of times we just are doing AI strategy workshops, which means that there is not even a single line of code has been written. It's just about making them bring to that path of AI adoption. So those are some of the smaller ways where we are contributing in a way where industry can adopt and move forward.
I do still want to keep talking about Damco, actually, and the connection that you guys have with technology, obviously. So what role can technology partners like Damco play in helping insurance move from transformation intent to actual measurable outcomes?
So if I look at your question, the intent and the outcome, so the gap between is the execution. So the carriers or the insurers have full intent, and everybody is looking for an outcome, but where things are failing is the execution. So I think that is where we all need to focus on, that we have to simplify this whole process. And that is where I was also talking earlier, as we need to simplify, we need to start small. We don't need to replace everything. It has to start from a small step, and it has to be organic in a way that people adopt AI as in an organization, and the thoughts have to be coming from them, how AI is going to improve their day-to-day lives. So a lot of times we see that decision of adopting AI is coming from top to bottom. That is good because the intent has to be there. But where we have seen most success in companies adopting AI is where the AI was made available to the employees and they started using it. And then they started coming up with these suggestions where they want AI to help in their day-to-day operations. That's where the adoption has multifold, I would say, success rate where they have seen. Plus how Damco is helping. So we are helping insurers to realize how AI can be adopted through workshops, and by guiding them not to replace everything. That is what our main intent is. We want them to adopt AI as the way it is by adding a layer on top of their system, so that, and plus with the advent of MCP, the way we have launched our own MCP in Insurtech, our core system, where you talk to your own data, where we make AI have underwriters help to make their decisions, to claims, detect the frauds upfront. So those are, and also on the customer servicing, it's really important to get the unification of data. So unless you have a unified data, any adoption that you would want will fail, because unless you have the data in place, you cannot do much more. You can only go up to a little distance. So those are some of the areas where Damco is helping insurers and carriers to take their journey forward.
This actually really connects to my last point then, which is very much connected to the future. So I'm wondering, looking ahead, 3 to maybe 5 years, what changes do you expect to see in how insurance operate, serve customers, and also use technology?
So there are so many things that come to my head when you ask that, but if I have to name just top 3, the first one will be AI intelligence will become the operating layer. There will be no more AI assisted systems and business operations. They will become one. So it will be deep rooted AI into underwriting, into claims, into distribution, into self-servicing. So if you switch off AI, the whole operation crumbles, it stops. So that is the first thing that we're going to see in the next maybe 3 years. And that is where the insurers have to put their money on, because that is what the structural advantage that you can get. And that is the gap that will be too difficult to fill for people who are just trying to catch up after 3 years. So that is the first. Second, I believe customer relationship will change a lot, because as we see, it's not only insurers, but there are so many different players who are trying to make that journey more seamless, more touchless. So, and customers are also expecting them to be informed about the risks. So they want insurers to be more proactive, because so far, if you look at it, a customer journey is so transactional. You buy a policy, you renew a policy, you pay premiums, you file a claim. So it has been so transactional. I think that mold's gonna break. It will be more seamless. It will be more embedded into our day-to-day life. And people who are working in that stride are the ones who are gonna retain the bulk of customers, and the ones who are not, they're gonna bleed. They will have less customers in their kitty. And the third one, of course, is the governance layer, which I feel is one of the most important thing. Because if you are not adopting AI in a governed manner, then you are leaving too many loopholes. And as we are adopting AI, even the regulators and compliance watchdogs are also just getting themselves ready. So they want you to have a very, very auditable system. They want you to explain every transaction that AI agent has taken. So in that way, the governance becomes your moat. So if you invest your time and money into having a governed AI right now, then it will save a lot of time and money when you try to retrofit it later. And actually, it could become your competitive advantage. People shouldn't look at it as a compliance burden, but they should actually look at it as an investment which will differentiate them from the others in the coming time.
Well, thank you so much, Fahim. That was all from my side.
Thank you very much. Thank you.